Another big act coming back after a long rest, The Incredibles. The sequel hits theaters next week, nearly 14 years after the original. Lindsey Granger met the president of Pixar and learned 5 things you didn't know about the animation superstudio.
Pixar is a force to be reckoned with, churning out hit movie after hit movie since the beloved Toy Story back in the 90s. I spoke to the president of Pixar, Jim Morris, and he's sharing a few things you didn't know about the famed movie studio. First up,
is it true that 4 movies were created over one lunch?
Certainly the seeds of the 4 movies were created over one lunch. I produced WALL-E, which was one of those movies.
The lunch took place at the former Hidden City Cafe in Richmond, California. And from that one lunch, the ideas for A Bug's Life, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, and WALL-E came about. Number 2, the Pixar campus in Emeryville, California has a secret speakeasy.
There's one called the Love Lounge, which was actually, you have to access through an air conditioning vent, so you have to kind of army crawl through. But once you get in, it's a little room that's been decked out with lighting and carpeting and a complement of alcoholic beverage.
Movie creators often take actors and celebs there to sign the famous wall. The next thing you didn't know about Pixar, they work on multiple projects at once.
So at any point in time, we actually have about 7 films in process.
One of them comes out next week and the other next year.
Incredibles 2 coming out, and then the next summer after that is Toy Story 4.
The fourth thing you didn't know, controversy surrounding SeaWorld led to changes in the film Finding Dory.
And a lot about the film changed because originally we'd set the film in a kind of SeaWorld sort of setting.
The release of the 2013 documentary Blackfish exposed problems with the sea park industry.
We shifted the whole venue of it to kind of an aquarium that also does healing of animals.
And finally,
was Barbie supposed to be included, or did you guys want to include Barbie in Toy Story 1 and then Mattel opted out?
My understanding was Mattel wasn't interested in doing it. They didn't quite get the movie. They weren't sure about it.
And Barbie and Ken did make their way into Toy Story 3 though, right?
They did, yes. Yes, well, I think Mattel changed its mind.
And that's 5 things you didn't know about Pixar.